initiation dito ng both teams. Pero hindi pa naman tapos yung picks natin. So, tignan natin kung paano gagalawan ng White Fries dito yung piniling dalawang initiation tool netong Team Bazaar.
Lion, ang para sa akin naman kaya maganda ang isang Lion na pick dito is number one, they've learned their lesson. Ayaw na nilang mapugo yung kanilang carry. So Lion Dazzle, very strong 1-2 punch in terms of saving and damage output, and of course magandang common kay Juggernaut with the Earth Spike and the Hex. And more importantly, I think na ito yung way para makipag-deal with the Alchemist because it can remove the illusions instantly using that Hex and that mana drain.
Yun na lang din naman talaga yung kailangan nila doon. Alam naman natin na yung illusions is very tanky and would take a lot of time, sometimes even taking out 2 or 3 skills para lang matumba dito, and that will help them considerably kung ikaw ay nasa side ng White Fries at dumating man sa punto na mag-snowball na naman ulit yung Alchemist nila. And dito Bazaar gets a Crystal Maiden. They're just banking on those counter initiation and initiation tools with that freezing field. What do you think about that?
Well, I think na pwede siyang pretty standard. Reliable na disable for Bazaar kasi wala na silang, usually Lion naman yan or Vengeful Spirit. Although I think that they could be better with the Vengeful Spirit. Crystal Maiden, I'm not quite sure. It only stops the Sand King. Maybe stops na pinipigilan niya mag-pick ng Center War Runner dito ang White Fries, but overall I don't think that's a good pick for them. I think just hindi naman good. Hindi naman bad. It's just decent pick for them. Reliable na Frostbite, and then of course the damage output from the Frost Field supplies a bit of mana region for Axe and Alchemist. The Earth Spirit, of course, syempre para makapag-roam din sa una yung Earth Spirit, you need that mana, and the Crystal Maiden can supply that. But overall, I think na sakto lang. I'm not convinced by this pick nonetheless, but yeah.
Well, para kasi sa akin, if you're going to bank on that freezing field, pwede, kumbaga, nasusulit mo yung bubuing Veil of Discord dito ng Earth Spirit, and they could use that para dito sa White Fries Gaming. Pero kasi ang problema dito para sa akin ng Crystal Maiden, look at those heroes for the side of White Fries Gaming. You have that Lion, you have that Sand King. So yung stance nila dito mahahaba, yung stance nila dito abot na abot siya. If ever man na medyo magkamali siya ng ikot dito, I think they're going to have a big problem.
Big problem indeed. And White Fries, Bazaar dito, you're looking for the carry. Pwede silang mag-choose na go late or either go late or early. Gyrocopter comes to mind kung mid-game. Then Terrorblade for the late game. Luna still up na po, so marami pa silang choices dito. They can use Luna then to kind of fend off the attack from White Fries because of the Juggernaut then. So yeah, Luna ang kanilang napili.
And this is a very good pick. Gone are the days na pinipili lagi ang Shadow Demon, pati Luna. Ngayon kahit Luna na lang, okay na eh. Wala na naman silang problema, pero White Fries Gaming dito, inaantay na lang natin yung last pick nila. And I think they are gonna go for a mid laner or a carry. Pwede na mag-mid lane dito si Juggernaut.
Sa OD.
Pero I don't think na pipilitin niya dito kasi melee, the acid spray is a huge factor if ever man na White Fries dito ang
I think OD, Meepo, okay. So, that's something. I was saying na OD sana for a lot of magic damage output.
And they get the Meepo, mga kaibigan.
Kakasabi ko lang, papi ko naman talaga. Meepo,
ayun na. Yeah, it's true for White Fries, mga kaibigan. They get that Meepo. And I didn't see this coming, to be honest.
I guess siguro since last game na lang, I don't like this at all kasi Alchemist, malakas siya strongly, but Axe counters Meepo by a lot. And Luna, that Glaives din, can take out the Meepo. Lalo na kung dalawa lang yung Meepo na nandun. Kaya durog siya dito. Although, I think the idea is to get to soak up the damage output from the Eclipse.
Totoo. Pero kasi, ang iniisip ko din kasi dyan, Meepo dito, kung tutusin mo in the laning phase, the acid spray will affect him. Pero kung tumagal ang laro dito, kumbaga dalawang hero dito na sobrang bilis mag-farm. Siyempre mas mabilis pa rin si Alchemist because of the Grievous Creed. Pero if ever man mag-snowball dito yung Meepo, I don't think meron silang paraan talaga dito para tumbahin. And considering na yung lineup nila is a Dazzle, a Lion, and a Sand King plus the Juggernaut, Tingin ko
Maganda
kaya
yung
nila
mid-game.
mag-4 protect
Yeah,
mo
kailan
dito.
nila.
Kaya nila mag-mid-game dito. Walang problema yan.
Para naman sa akin, I think yung selling point dito yung Boots of Travel na pwede sa Meepo, which means na pwede niyang pigilan yung split push potential. Anyway, sige, pakilala muna natin dito ang ating mga members from the side of the White Fries Gaming. HY will take the Dazzle. X Freedom, okay. Si X Freedom ang magbi-Meepo. Siguro comfort pick. Big A naman dito. Ayun, Sad King. SSS with the Juggernaut and Cheesebug will be your lion.
So ito mga kaibigan, for Bazaar, it's Afu as the Earth Spirit, Ajit on the Luna, Nana
Let
as the
the
Alchemist,
fighting
Ben as the Axe,
recommence!
and X-Nova as the Crystal Maiden. So ito na mga kaibigan, this is the third game of the best of 3 series between Bazaar and White Fries Gaming. So ito, kung titignan mo din kasi, ewan ko pero paramdam ko talaga kailangan lumaban agad dito ng White Fries Gaming just to bank on that Meepo pick. Hindi siya yung mga hero na naiisip kong pwede talagang umariba agad eh. Aside from that, you have the Magnetize, you have the Freezing Field, you have the Axe.
Yeah.
So, kung titignan mo yung teamfight capability ng Busy dito, kompleto Ricardo sila dito. While aside of White Fries Gaming, meron kayong onte. You have that Epicenter, pero aside from that, you're going to expect Juggernaut to deal
30
the most
seconds to
damage
battle.
dito para sa lineup nyo kung
Yeah.
wala pa si Meepo. Ayun kasi yung nangyayari talaga.
Well, I think that mid-game naman, okay, good sila. Although, ang masasabi ko lang, Bazaar is also good in the mid-game. With the Luna, Eclipse potential, and of course, the Magnetize and the Axe definitely is gonna have a good time here with the Meepo. Easy calls to, easy procs on the counter
easy
helix.
procs on the counter helix. So if ever man na may mahuli pang isang kasama siya dito, problema niya na yun.
Starting.
Yari
Yun talaga.
boys.
Pero Bazaar dito, no invades are going to happen. Talagang chill lang sila dito. And alam ng bawat team na yung level 1 capability nila dito para lumaban is medyo mababa. Considering that you have the Meepo and that Alchemist. So,
Meepo Alchemist.
X-Freedom dito ang gagamit ng mid lane Meepo, mga kaibigan. At meron pa pong laban after nito.
Grand Finals.
Grand Finals. Kung sino mananalo dito, tatapatan yung mananalo sa kabila. So, hindi namin alam kung anong nangyayari dun sa kabila. Pero i-announce namin mamaya kung sino ang makakatapat dito ng mananalo sa series na to. So, ayan.
I'm really concerned for both of these teams, but I think that we're gonna see a long game, to say the least.
Pero ito, the rolling boulder coming in and the
shallow
stun.
grip.
And will it save him? The frostbite is
Oh,
there.
the
Pero Big A
frostbite,
dito going down.
Pwede makita yung first skill ni Luna. I think he opted for that, Lunar
Oo.
Blessing. Kaya
Lunar
sobrang
Blessing.
sakit nila.
Sobrang sakit din ng
ng
physical
tatlo.
damage niya dito.
Yeah.
Ganun talaga ang
Ganun
buhay
talaga.
natin paminsan. Kailangan medyo talagang ine-expect mo din na kukuha ka lang. I think they were expecting na medyo magiging conservative sa laro niya dito. Etong si tito natin Big A Kaso, medyo na pa-overextend siya doon. Afu was there, the rolling boulder was in, even though the stun was there, handa yung frostbite at
Handa.
ayun ang naging resulta.
Ganda ng pwestuhan din dito ni X-Nova. So, nagtago muna siya sa trees and then landed that frostbite after using Barrow Strike dito ni Big A. So, wala na siyang escape mechanism after that frostbite. Good
Pero
timing.
X-Freedom just going for the farm. Pantay naman sila dito talaga. Kumbaga, I don't think na magkakaroon ng patayan dito as early as level 3. Hindi naman din magiging talaga yan eh.
At least, of
Factor
course,
yun
may
Well, kung mamaya magkaroon na ng rotations
Rotations.
from the supports, magkakaroon na din ng onting patayan. Pero kung 1v1 lang yan, I don't think. Unless si X-Freedom magstay ng
Oo
sobrang
naman.
tagal doon sa acid
Money
spray.
changes hands.
This'll come
Well,
in
he
handy.
has decent armor. Maganda rin ang Ajigay ni Meepo. So,
Ano to?
I think na
Gumana ba?
Hindi gumana.
Ayun. Pero okay lang yan. Pero ito, they are going
Frostbite.
for Big A na naman and on the wrong
the
side of the
frostbite.
map,
Ayun
the
na naman.
frostbite is still
Ang
there.
ganda ng timing
Sobrang
talaga
laking
lagi.
factor. The timing of that frostbite is picture perfect and they will
Laging-
get the kill.
Lagging after the Barrow Strike, which means that after the Frostbite, no ways for the Sand King to get out of the fight. Of
Yun
course,
naman talaga.
Ito na,
ito
grabe
mga
nilikuran.
kaibigan, that Hex at the haste dito and
Oh,
kahit pa paano, the TP was cancelled.
cheese bug, okay.
The
He
TP
will
was
survive.
Munti ka na, munti ka na.
Munti ka na.
Mga 3 hit na lang from the Meepo. It could have been
A kill.
a kill. Pero that Earth Spirit TP,
Cancel.
Stop them in their tracks at wag na lang nila pilitin. If ever man naman pagbibigyan pa nila ng kill dito or if ever masasalba niya pa yun, the acid spray could be converted into a kill.
Yep.
At ayun na nga.
Muntikan na rin din na mamatay si Cheesebug. So I think that they won't overextend. Bendo, having a better time as compared to last game on his Timber. So still, meron siyang 12 last hits to his name. And medyo uncontested siya in a sense kasi si Dazzle is parked in the top lane. He's going up against the Lion. And he can always go to the jungle because of his counter helix. He can stay in the jungle for a bit. So in terms of farm, I don't think that Ben will have a problem. Timingan lang
Pero
niya.
at least si SSS ngayon nakakuha siya ng clips. Kanina hindi eh.
Kanina, ba?
Ano ba yun?
Life stealer. 4-0.
4-0 tapos mga 8 minutes
8
in
minutes.
ata yun. Wala talaga siya nakuha kay Ajit. Well, at least things are looking great naman for White Fries Gaming. Hindi naman katulad nung kanina. Para talagang inaantay na lang nila matalo. Kumbaga, yun talaga yung nagiging... Yun talaga yung estado ng laro kanina eh. Wala ka makuhang farm, hindi kayo makapag-infest bomb. So, wala din kayong gagawin. Yung potential ng lineup nyo nawala. So, dito, nagkakaroon naman ng problema dito eh, si Big A.
Big A naman.
Si Big A nagkakaroon ng problema dito. And kung titignan nyo yung rotation sa mapa, ay yung rotation sa roles, 3 beses sila nag-rotate ng role dito. Si X-Freedom naman nag-mid ngayon. Kanina sino?
Si Big A.
Si Big A. Ay, hindi, si Big A, tama.
Big A.
Pero nagkaroon ng
Storm.
rotations eh.
Oo.
Nagkaroon ng onting rotations doon. I think SSS was
Yung
the mid
mid lane
laner
nung
nung game
game
1.
one.
Tapos si Big A. Tapos naging si
X-Freedom.
X-Freedom naman ngayon. So, medyo nasa ano.
Bardo Strike with a heal bomb.
Mm.
Puts Ajit on half HP but no further engagements there. X-Freedom naman dito. Utilizing
The jungle. And just
Give-
giving this Lion space
XP.
to get XP plus the farm. So, ito lang naman din yun eh. Kumbaga, if you're efficient on your XP and gold distribution, paramdam ko, mabilis makakuha dito ng kills ang team na White Fries. Pero if Bazaar Gaming keeps the pressure up, lalo dito si... Sino to? Si
Luna.
Big A to, di ba? Yung
Sun King,
Eh,
mahirapan
yung
siya.
problema talaga dito.
Well, yep, that's what's gonna happen although SSS here. Trump card ang kanyang first rotation would be very good for should be good for White Fries. They need to let a kill or a tower down sa first rotation dito because X-Freedom still gonna have the farm Nana though.
And both of them are utilizing their jungles, mga kaibigan.
Ganun lang.
They almost got a kill, pero kung titignan mo dito, hindi ganun kalaya si Nana dito. Yung kaninang farm ni Nana dito, nasa 5,000 gold na ata siya as early as 6 minutes. Nasa 5,000 na siya. So, medyo...
Dun sa last game.
sa last game.
Okay.
Dun sa last game. So, at least, kahit pa paano, manageable pa naman. Itong Alchemist nila dito.
Kaya pa. Although...
Ayun mga kaibigan, so 1-0 na daw po sa kabila. Ang may panalo daw is ang Team Evos.
Okay.
Ang Happy Feet is natanggal
Yeah.
kahapon ata, kagabi.
Kaninang madaling araw.
madaling araw. So,
Long
hindi na
quotes.
sila makikita dito.
Lungkots.
Oh, si
Game 3 na Boss Nate.
Game 3 na Boss
shoutout
Nate.
nga pala kay Idol Boss Nate.
Nate Frost.
Nate Force yan. Bata tayo yan. Child mo ako.
2-0 na daw sabi ni Salvin dito. Pero, ano natin yan, i-confirm natin yan para malaman natin kung sino ang kakalabanin.
Top lane, there's something happening. Although dito muna sa bot.
On Ben, SSS dito with the Blade
Uy,
Fury.
tinula.
Pero Afu mga kaibigan, tanking the
Omni
damage.
Slash.
And Axe dito will just go for the TP.
Used.
Just being very chill.
Will
Wala-
land the Earth Spike. Omni Slash will be there but malapit na siya dito mag-shrine. Will he reach it? No. Nakrit siya dito ni SSS.
That could have been a kill denied dito for the side of White Fries kung hindi nag-crit yun.
Yep.
Pero luckily they had the crit.
Minsan
and that
RNG
would be
din.
safe. Minsan RNG din. Minsan swerte, minsan hindi. Pero ganun talaga ang buhay.
And what do you know, paring Butter, si SSS dito, mukhang nag-loan lang siya kanina sa SSS. Kaya siya walang pera. Ngayon meron na siya. For
Di ba dapat
3,300
pag
gold.
naglo-loan ka sa SSS kahit pa paano may pera ka pa?
Hindi, I mean, magbabayad ka muna eh. So, mahirap
Hindi,
ka
yung
muna.
game 1 farm niya.
Oo, yun yun. Yun yung pambayad
Loan
niya.
niya, pinambayad niya muna sa game 2. Oo.
Ganun na nga nangyari. Still,
So ito, X-Freedom, tatlo na siya dito.
oh. Wraith Band.
And he's gonna go for Ethereal Blade. Unang-una. And the Omni Slash dito, wala atang tinamaan. Pero ayun, the Hex is there. No call. Hindi niya nasusubukan
Ito na,
tumawag.
na-
No
roll.
drunk texting,
Cheese
mga
bag, uy, grabe,
kaibigan.
maganda.
And that call will hit CH dito and they will use
They have the bonus
that
move
calling
speed,
blade.
though.
Pero eto, Ben just trying to chase out this SSS Juggernaut and they will just stop. Masyado na malalim kung pipilitin pa nila.
Relax lang. And that's 3-4-1 na ang kill score natin dito. Bazaar leading. In terms of net worth, Ajit TPing out. Mukhang mag-rotation din sa bot lane. Smoke rotation. Not spotted by anything. He will get the arcane rune and mukhang mid lane ang kanyang target dito. X-Freedom. You have to be careful, Nana.
X-Freedom
The
dito.
stun will
stun
connect.
is there.
Dito na. The
Nakakip,
Eclipse though.
nakakip yung isa pero ayun, the grave is there mga
Shallow
kaibigan.
grave.
X-Freedom dito
Not
trying
enough.
to run.
The right clicks.
Almost.
Okay.
Almost.
So yung creeps yung nakalasi dito but HY, wala ka ng shallow grave dito but there's a heal. So he might go down. Yes, he will. Because of that that lucid beam from Magit and that's 2-0 trade favoring Bazaar off of that rotation from Luna. Quite early for them pero still gets the job done. So sulit na sulit ang kanyang rotation dito. 5-1 ang scoreline. Bazaar leading. And even in terms of net worth, mukhang sila pa rin ang lamang.
Pero
Dahil
kasi ang problema nila dito, it's not about the kills sa game na to eh. It's about how you control the Meepo. If you don't control the Meepo dito ng side ng WF, dun kayo magkakatalo talaga.
well, I guess okay na din na nakakuha sila ng isang kill. At mukhang first item dito ni parang X-Freedom is the Ethereal Blade. The stun will connect on this Juggernaut
Pero
though.
two-man
Oy,
stun
ganda ng
dito.
Earth
Nice
Spike.
stun naman kahit pa paano.
Ganda ng
The Earth
Earth
Spike
Spike.
is there. Sila din ba ang WG Unity? Sila po ang WG Unity dati pero nagpalit sila ng name. 3 months delay. Sila pa
They're
rin.
beating on Dire's top
Ang
tower.
Warriors
Bazaar.
Gaming Unity pero nagpalit na ng pangalan kasi nagpalit sila ng sponsor and nadagdagan sila ng sponsor, nagpalit sila.
Nagpalit, if I'm not mistaken.
Nagpalit ata sila ng sponsor kaya sila naging Bazaar. So ayun. Kahit pa paano naman, things are looking, kumbaga, nako-control pa naman. Hindi naman ito yung mga tipong lamang na talagang, katulad kanina, yun yung mga lamang kanina na kaya mo na talagang manalo eh.
Yep.
5 minutes in, 4-0 yung 4-0 sa creepings yung life stealer. Baka may asahan ka dun.
Link Dagger though is up for the axe. 10 minutes in. Quite a decent timing, especially if he stopped for the Trunkle Boots first. X-Nova will be spotted by Cheesebug. The
And
Earth
stun
Spike
is
will
here,
connect.
and another
The
stun
Bar of
mga
Strike.
kaibigan, the caustic finale. And they,
The Hex,
they
so-
won't use the finger of death. At ayun, tutumba
Maganda
na
chain
dito si
stun.
Crystal Maiden.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Maganda ang pinapakitang ikutan din dito ng White Rice Gaming. I think nasa swerte lang din sila dun eh.
Nandun
Na-spot
agad si
out nila si
Cheesebug.
Crystal Maiden. Nahuli nila si
Although,
Cheesebug dun.
yeah, X-Freedom has to be careful because Ben has the
Dire's
Blink
bottom
Dagger
tower needs
already.
some help.
He needs not to
Dire have fortified their
overextend.
structures.
And buti hindi siya nag-overextend dito kasi makapasama pa siya dito. Ajit gonna zone out these heroes but 4 heroes are down here.
Pero ito, the call on that Sand King. Pero ito na ata ang tutumba niya.
Shallow grave,
Wala
the
kaming
Omni Slash,
pakialam. The
and
Hex
the
is
Finger
there.
of Death.
Pero ayun, the 2-man Burrow Strike. At ito, the epicenter is used.
kinulang.
SSS tumatakbo dito. Afu mga kaibigan. The Frostbite is there. At stun on the Lion and on the Juggernaut. Tingin ko dito, dalawa pa sila tutumba dito. Ajit trying to chase CH dito. That Lucid Beam is there. That Micro Stun will hit. And they will get a
3-4-1
kill. So
trade.
it's a 3-for-1 trade dito for the side. Going to the favor of White Rice
Ang ganda
Gaming.
nung Magnetize because it catches a lot of heroes and of course the the silence or geomagnetic
Not
leap
much good's happening to
preventing
Radiant's bottom
further
tower.
initiations from that Lion. Kaya nila napatay din dito si Sand King. And Sand King, nakapag-land siya ng 2-man Barrow Strike and nakas naman niya yung kanyang epicenter. Ang problema, he was blown up before he was able to use his epicenter. SSS.
Pero they are trying to go for SSS here. The Blade
Yes, the
Fury
Blade
is there.
Fury.
Just going to use his Blade Fury. If Apu hits that silence, baka may chances sila mapatayin na mabilis na mabilis.
Actually,
Pero
gonna hit
understand,
it.
Pero wala.
Ito na.
Peace call mga
Shallow
kaibigan. Pero
grave.
eto,
Pero
the calling blade is there. HY getting
freezing
caught out.
field.
Ayun na, the freezing field. Pero CH dito, another calling blade. It will miss. Mali ang damage HP threshold
Oh.
na tansya niya doon. Pero ayun, the 2-man stun here coming out from CH and he will go down.
Bye
DK
back.
dito, pinipilit niya lumaban and no stuns coming out dito for Big A and makapag-TP out dito si Luna.
3-4-1 trade and a buyback committed. That's a huge economic blow inside of White Rice Gaming. Bazaar gonna reap the benefits out of their aggression. And maganda at pinapakita din ng Bazaar. Kasi all along, si Alchemist ay napag-farm and
Tingin mo
that's
ba
a
medyo
12-minute radiance already.
Tingin mo, nagiging passive ba masyado si X-Freedom dito?
I know, I don't think so.
Ang daming skirmishes na pwede sana siya tumulong doon. It could have been, it could have gone their way. Pero ayun na nga mga kaibigan, Earth Spirit dito getting caught out. Pero ayun na, the Meepo getting caught out. The call is there. A 3-man Meepo call. Sama-sama silang tatlo doon. Pero ito na hinabol na si HY with the grave. Will he go for that TP? The calling blade will be there. And it's on cooldown because nagkamali siya ng gamit kanina. Pero they will still get the kill. We will just delay the inevitable, mga kaibigan.
Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na Meepo pick is really bad against the Axe. Last pick Meepo na alam nila meron ng Axe. Very questionable and they are paying the price right now because 13-4, 13 minutes in. So that's a big deficit in terms of kills.
Yung kasi yung pakiramdam kung naging problema din nila, yung Meepo nga on that Axe. Pero they are, tinan mo yung Meepo dito. Pa-hover ako ng Meepo. Paklik. Kung titignan mo, is gonna go for that early E-Blade. So, is just going to bank on those poofs para mabilis ma-burst dito yung Axe. And if ever man na matripan niya dito, eh, pwede niya mag-burst din kahit sino na dito sa lineup. Medyo malalambot din naman sila eh.
Yeah, ang problema din. Malambot din siya. Kasi wala siyang mga Dragonlance or...
Ang problema nga mga kaibigan, eh kapag ka nag-compensate ka, paminsan nilalaro mo kasi yung laro ng kalaban. So dito, they're not playing their game. They're playing Bazaar's
very
game.
reactive.
Hindi sila proactive game. Hindi sila proactive. Tama yung sinasabi ni Paring Wolf. Kumbaga, laruin nyo yung laro nyo, nilalaro nila yung laro ng kalaban ngayon. So,
smoke attempt, ay smoke dito for the side of Bazaar. Wala silang mahuhuli. Unfortunately, because all of the 5 heroes are near the top lane. Blink Dagger is now up for that Sand King. Hindi ba to alam ng Bazaar? They might get caught off guard here. Magpapakita sila dito ng Luna, but medyo White First Gaming not gonna commit on anything here.
They're beating on Dire's top tower.
So okay lang din. Mukhang Roshan na lang din ang kanilang target, but they have to be careful.
Pero ito na naman, same story again and again mga kaibigan. Tignan nyo na naman yung network ng Alchemist. Hindi na naman siya natitignan dito. Wala. Dire-diretso na to. And ito yung kinatalo kanina netong White Fries Gaming. So mukhang maulit lang din naman.
Smoke
And
attempt.
they are gonna go for that wraparound. They are gonna go for that flag. Stun dito. On that Axe. Pero ayun, the damage, mga kaibigan, is still short. Ang tagal nila ito pa dito. That should have been a burst. Pero ito na, the Magnetize is there on 6. Mga kaibigan, X-Freedom dito getting caught out. Pero ayun, the stun from CH. And he will try to TP out. And he will. And he will.
2-for-1 trade. Again, the Meepo dies in exchange for the offlaner this side ng Bazaar. Masyado na makunat si Axe. At this stage of the game, 15 minutes in, the peak of the power spike of the Axe in terms of his survivability and of course the damage output that he can get is really, really high. So, ganda talaga dito. Pinapakita ng Bazaar utilizing their timings very well. They know that they're strong at this point of the game. That's why they're grouping up.
Kumbaga yung tinatawag natin na talaga paring Wolf na power spikes. If your team, may mga heroes kasi na ganun eh. If you get certain amount of items, you're going to go through a power spike na pwede mo talaga gamitin. And if you time your ganks right, your skirmishes right, nasa loob ng power spikes na yun, and I think lamang na lamang talaga kayo.
And the same story goes, 15,000 net worth. Nahuli na dito si Chisebug.
Pero ito, the silence on CH, mga kaibigan. Chisebug, the hex is there, pero
okay, Big A might turn this around. They're gonna catch the Luna.
Will go in.
Oh, Agit will go down.
Mega kill streak. Nabigay mga besi. Napaganda lang.
I like the heads-up play from Cheesebug. Ang disable niya hindi si Earth Spirit dahil alam niyang wala na ring stun or disable tong si Earth Spirit. So ginawa niya si Agit na lang kanyang disable. Surviving long enough para dumating yung Meepo. At naka-turn na lang. And Wildfire's Gaming was able to turn that around. In the end, sila pa nakalamang kasi that's a mega kill streak on that Luna. In exchange for a Lion, will take that trade any time of the day.
Medyo nagkakaroon ng onting skirmishes sa baba, and I think SSS is dead. Pero the unstable concoction won't it. SSS just trying to fight Ben, pero the acid spray is there. Ipit na ipit ka na. You are rooted, my friend, and you will go down.
Uy,
Dyer's
gonna
bottom
take a
tower
tower
is
but
shattered
in exchange
to
for
little
his life and
pieces.
mukhang Roshan na nandito while first gaming. Although, Bazaar knows this. They know. They felt it. Rolling boulder. Catch this X-Freedom dito.
dito, pero
But the quick
eto
hex.
Adjet with that eclipse. Pero the
Epicenter.
epicenter on Luna.
Nandito na si Axe.
Mga
Oh,
kaibigan,
catches everyone.
Catches everyone. Pero eto, Roshan is very low. At tingnan natin kung anong gagawin dito ng both teams. Mababa ang buhay ng Roshan. They could still go for this. And
Oh,
eto na the
freezing field.
on that Sand King. CH dito getting some of that freezing
Buyback
field.
Meepo though.
Uy,
You have
Nana
to
dito,
be careful.
Si Nana. Ayan na si Nana. Pero wala siyang abutan. Puputok niya sa
Abutan
sarili
ni
niya.
Dito na. X-Freedom. Fishing for a hook. Oh, I mean, and then tackle dito, Ajit.
And Nana dito still going for the
Oh, the hell!
And
The call, though!
The call! The 5 people call, mga kaibigan! And he's going to try for the calling blade, pero kapos
That's
mga
a dieback. Tandaan nyo, Nana gets the Aegis
Pero
quietly
yung
elsewhere.
pinagsasapak na mga kaibigan, nag-aabol na sila dito and the stun, the diffusal
stun
blade.
will
I
connect.
think the diffusal blade
Oo.
did its work, pero ito, Ajit still tried to go for him, pero he doesn't have the Omni Slash, doesn't have the...
X-Nova though.
Oh, pero
Kinakatch
X-Nova.
cheese bug.
They're having a mini support duel dun
Mini
sa...
support duel.
Mini support duel dun sa gilid, mga kaibigan.
The economic damage from style of White First Gaming is really immense. After the dieback from the Meepo, a lot of his gold goes down the drain. Nana dito. Nabaton pa.
No
Tinot na
basher.
lang.
No basher, mga kaibigan. And tatandaan nyo, wala nang mini-stun ng Omni Slash ngayon.
Oh,
So if ever kahit may Omni Slash siya dun, wala rin.
And
nako, mga
Bazaar
kaibigan,
showing a lot of
napakaganda.
promise in here.
9:21 ang score natin ngayon, mga kaibigan. 19 minutes into the game.
Let's see the net worth graph. Their net worth graph. See kung gaano kataas ang lead dito. Almost 15,000 by Bazaar. In terms of net worth and XP, still leading by 10k. So that's a lot of experience. And then, talagang nag-hurt na dito yung ang kanilang pick dito na Meepo. Blink Dagger's up for Lion. Pretty decent timing. 20 minutes. But Afo gonna find BK. Wala na siyang Barrow Strike dito. The Concoction
The silence is
will
there,
connect.
pero ayun, the Concoction, mga kaibigan.
Magnetize as
And
well.
that will save him
But
briefly, pero he will still go down because of that Magnetize, mga kaibigan.
the Radiant Sticks as well. Ben looking for a kill here. Not gonna find anyone. BKB is now up for that Alchemist. So, kinasabi mo kanina, Butters. But burst down nila yung Alchemist using that Ethereal Blade move. But now, that's impossible because
That is impossible.
of the BKB
Hindi,
up
I
on
mean,
Nana.
Yung kanina Ethereal Blade kasi, I think
Silence.
it's for ano,
The Concoction, the call, perfect timing.
Lahat na, ibinigay mo na lahat, pero hindi ka pa rin gusto.
Yun na nga ba?
Mga kaibigan,
They
may
will
laban
take
daw
down
ba
the
ang
kill.
TNC at Mineski ngayon? Nasa regional
Radiant's
qualifiers
top tower is under attack.
na po sila.
Tier
So
1, Tier
wala
2.
silang
Radiant's
laban
top tower has
ngayon.
fallen.
So ayun, they
Radiant's
will
top
get the tier
tower
2
has
tower
fallen.
and they will try to go for a high ground. No Juggernaut here, so a stun coming out from Chisbug and that mana drain, pero I don't think Nana gives a damn about
Oh.
what he does.
Nana will just shake it
Oh.
off and just take this tower systematically and Agit.
fallen.
Now, can go
Ito,
now to
ito,
work kasi
ito.
meron siyang bouncing baby
ang
boy.
lakas. Ito ang lakas, mga
Malakas
kaibigan.
talaga to. Lalo na sa kapag nawala na yung isang tower. Weave will be applied. Not sure if
Radiant
this
structures
could
are
give them
fortified.
anything. Tignan natin kung anong plano dito ng Wildfires Gaming. And mukhang wala silang ginawa dito. Hinayaan lang nila mamatay ang kanilang mga barracks. And Bazaar will take that. Aegis will be reclaimed in 2 minutes. So they can reset a fight. Actually, their ultimates are still up. Meron pa ring Eclipse dito. So pwede pa silang mag-go again.
And they're gonna go for a sword. They know they have to make something happen here. If ever man kasi na magtuloy-tuloy to, BZ will get the win.
Smoke now for Wildfires Gaming.
Kumbaga
What are
desperate
their
moves.
plan?
Desperate times
Yep.
call for desperate measures at eto na the desperate smoke coming out from a desperate Whitefries Gaming.
Pero the Bazaar is grouped up here. Naku po, maaspatan pa sila dito.
And
Luna
Santi, mga
will just
kaibigan,
use the
with
force staff.
The Hurricane
Oh.
Pike is there, pero eto na the silence and the stun. Dominance is there,
this
pero the Eclipse is popped. Ayun na nga, mga kaibigan,
Buhay pa si
pero
Earth
the
Spirit
taunt,
dito.
the call. Ay,
Oh.
nako, mga kaibigan,
Go for
nakikita
Meepo.
nyo yung clash na yon. Kung nakita nyo yung clash na yon, iba-iba ang laban nila, pero everyone from Team White Fries, sobrang bilis sila tumamba dito.
Yeah, because of the axe again. Okay. they
Hindi
can
na,
get
hindi
out.
na nakakatakot yung Mipo at this stage of the game, mga kaibigan.
At ang matindi doon, wala pa yung Alchemist doon sa skirmish na yun. He's gonna push out Mipo, proving to be a bad pick for White Fries Gaming. Not gonna net them anything. If anything, nagpapatalo pa sa kanila yun because of the Axe just feasting on this Mipo because of the, again, counter helix procs. Nana already up with the Octarine Core. BKB on himself as well.
Reto, a stun, a mana drain.
We
May ibang
will-
team match pa ba na ikakast? Ay, yung grand finals, mga kaibigan, ikakast din. So, chill lang kayo dyan. After neto, check lang natin yung kabila kung tapos na, and we will have the grand finals dito para malaman natin kung sino papasok.
Epicenter,
Big A, mga
catches
kaibigan.
two.
Position
But the call again.
Dito. Pero ito na, the stun coming out from Cheesebug. At ito na, the call is there. Ayun, mga kaibigan, Dazzle will go down. Big A, I think, will go next. Pero ito, mga kaibigan,
Cheesebug.
Cheesebug, mga besi.
But the call on Mipo!
The call on Mipo!
Oh!
A 5-man call on Mipo. Pero ayun yung naging
Wala siyang
problema
katulong
niya
dito, but nandito na
And
si
the
Nana.
Alchemist doesn't even care.
Oh,
Radiant's bottom barracks
Ah.
under attack.
nako. Hood of Defiance now up for this Axe. Buyback on Juggernaut. Will this get anything? Dalawa na huli na Barrow Strike. Pero walang follow-up
yun,
na
the
route na
frostbite.
dito.
At walang pakialam. Tignan mo yung damage na binagawa nila kay Nana ngayon.
Oh, Cheesebag. 2 hits ka lang dito. Inampas ni Nana. The stun will connect. Actually,
And he
use
will
up na
use the
dito.
Yules kahit pa paano. And they,
Barrow
he's gonna
strike,
go for the
pero
Juggernaut.
there's
Pero yun,
just
Nana,
not
mga
enough
kaibigan.
damage.
Pero eto, SSS getting frostbite. Walang pakialam talaga si Nana dito. Kung isipin mo, dapat siya yung binubugbog dito. Pero walang pakialam si Nana kasi wala naman talaga siyang ginagawang damage sa kanya.
The stun will connect. Counter siya. The Barrow Strike to save Omni Slash. Not enough damage. Nana falling low, but the Berserker's Rage is there to heal him up. And whew, Bazaar just shaking off yung damage output dito ng White Fires Gaming. Even though sila yung may dazzle, sila pa yung out-sustained.
Oo. Ang hirap, hindi. Kung titignan mo din kasi yung damage output din nila dito, na-compensate masyado dahil din sa Mipo eh.
Radiant's middle tower
Kumbaga,
could use some help.
siya yung ine-expect mong mag-deal ng damage dito na pinakamataas. Pero, it's not looking great for this Mipo.
Oh.
He only has that Ethereal Blade, I think. Wala
Ano
siyang
patingin ng
Dragon
Mipo?
Lance. Let's go for the item check
Yeah,
na lang.
doesn't have the Blink Dagger so he can jump on the back lines.
And he has the Dragon Lance, pero extra stats. Anong gagawin niya? At this stage of the game, anong
Where
gagawin
did
niya?
Radiant's middle tower go?
I think the Ethereal Blade pick up on him on first build. Ethereal Blade. Theoretically, maganda siya kung isipin, but again, that's just theoretical. He didn't capitalize on it because he doesn't have the Blink Dagger to jump on the backlines to burst anyone. Moonshard na dito, si Nana.
And next Nova dito with his own Glimmer Cape. Medyo may survivability na din siya dito. Along with the Ghost Scepter. If ever gamitin sa kanya neto ni SSS yung Omnistash, pwede naman. Pero kasi may Diffusal Blade.
Diffusal Blade nga lang. Still looking really hard for White Fires Gaming.
Tingin mo ba naging factor din dito sa Mipo na nag-rush siya ng isang Ethereal Blade?
Oo naman. Kasi kung inuna niya kunwari yung Dragon Lance, magkakaroon siya ng konting HP to work with. And, or Naganim Scepter para din, again, HP. So, talagang nag-cripple sa kanya yung Ethereal Blade kasi kung nagamit niya sana yun, kung may blink agad siya and to burst down, okay sana yung Ethereal Blade na pick, but that's not what happened. And as you can see, wala siya napatay. Actually, patingin nga ni Mipo kung may napatay na siya. 4 naman. 4
naman. Sabi dito ni Odinar, Boteters, malas ka talaga. Wala namang PH team dito eh.
Oo nga.
Pagka may PH team, tsaka nyo lang kami sinisisi. Yun lang yun. Pero ito mga kaibigan, Nana,
Radiant's
kumakatok na
middle
sila
tower has
dito.
fallen.
And they want to end this.
I guess
And they can
Radiant
end this
fortified
mga
their
kaibigan.
structure.
The Fortify is used, the
Omnislash.
Omnislash is there. Pero the Glimmer Cape will stop him in his tracks. At eto na mga kaibigan, the
BKB.
Unstable Concoction, the
Oh,
call
the
on the Mipo. And Mipo will just
Monster kill!
be
Double
obliterated. Good game is called. HY
Diyos ko.
kill.
Ayun.
Ay, we said this while we were discussing the draft kanina na Mipo is a really bad pick and just goes to show how many times he